And I think we're back. Okay, we're alive again. Sorry about that. Looks like we did a fucky wucky. But we should be alive again. Hopefully. Yeah, my streaming recently has... I did it again. My streaming recently has not done excellently. For some reason. But, alright. So here's what the plan is. This, the new copper block. This, I want to figure out a way to get to its next state, because it will come in 4 states, which will be these different oxidation states, and they will basically change over time into the next state, and then you can do what's called wax, which will preserve them in a certain state. But here's the crux. If you want, say, this state, I don't think this isn't how I want to in the end do it, but can we detect that this changes? Game rule random tick speed. What if we set that to 1000? I'm not sure if this is random tick speed based. If it is, then it should what? Oh no, yeah. Like random tick speed is the thing that determines also grass and mycelium, so higher in this thing to like 2000. That speeds up the growing of things quite a bit. Cat, what's the matter? But I don't know if... One sec, gotta let the cat in. Yeah, hi. Hi, little darling. Oh, hey. So... I would guess that game rule can't change that. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that this might not be the case, but just in case, we're gonna put this here. So if that changes, we're also gonna lower the tick speed back, actually. If this changes, this is gonna extend. I've not read any like patch notes or anything, by the way, so this is all trial and error. But the other thing is, all I've done is like listening on people, El Mango and Exuma Void, if you want names. But what I've heard is that it's basically 50 to 60 days, Minecraft days. So one way, if it's 60 to 80 days, you'd need a counter that counts up to that amount of time, and when that happens, you just like basically, here's what I'm thinking. I'm very scattered, and I apologize for that. That's always been, but I like to think that now at least I know to apologize for it. But we just set up like a large bit of it here, and then maybe a flying machine. Take on me, take me on, take on me, I'll be gone. Don't ask. You really don't need to know. I think this should do the trick. Yeah. So you would have something like this, which then runs into an obsidian. Once that happens, maybe even you put something like, ooh, oh dear. I'm not gonna lie, I've never really had to do a return. Okay then. Yes, it works. Yes. I'm happy. And we could technically set it off like that. Game roll to weather cycle false. Weather. And then hook that observer up to the return station. So you basically it's this. That's all you would need. Vanilla Tweaks texture packs, in case anyone is curious. But if we hook it up like this, then if this is the last thing you place, then this change ring would be the very last to actually do it. But all of those would be changed by then. So if we simulate that, this gets changed. Okay, we need a longer pulse. Uh-huh. There we go, that works. That thing shoots out. Now, we have this, which really I would prefer if I could somehow feed into a TNT blast chamber, which is a bit difficult because now this can be flat. So really, if we presume that we could make this, because we could make other modules of this out of honey, right? We could have use honey blocks, just do like that, and then after that you do slime. I know, just alternate that, and you can have it theoretically as long as you want. But the main thing is, this would be your end result. This thing. Now, how in the hell do I blow that up? Usually the way I would do it is I drop on top, blow up, and then the result is it drops into a water stream, gets carried away. But the engineering challenge here, the thing that we have to face, is that we might need to use that, and we could also use glazed terracotta. No, we couldn't use glazed terracotta here for the end purpose that we have. Yeah, we couldn't, because here we're gonna need to have an area where we launch in a bit of TNT. Right, let's use red wool for that. So it ends up here, and this is where it blows up. How very rude of me. Oh dear. Uh, whoops! Oh dear. Whoops. Okay. Let's just... You saw nothing, alright? I know what I'm doing. I am a professional. I've been playing this game for 7 years. I'm a professional. I'll have you know, good sir, that I know exactly what I am doing. Ay. Alright. Let's actually use this as an opportunity to test run that this all works. So really all we need is one line here, because they would oh, we could actually even cut it one shorter, because if there's a block update to this thing, it's gonna activate 2x2, won't it? Or it will activate both on the sides. My game sounds, or I think it's probably best if you can actually hear, you know, or at least if I have the option to quickly turn it on or off, so that you can hear the in-game sounds. That might be a beneficial thing for a stream. Welcome back. Things are proceeding. I'm sorry that the stream suddenly decided to die. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm a professional. I've been doing this for 7 years. Proceeds to not have the game audio. Goodness, even 4 years ago I had that, but that was terrible. Glad to hear it. At least technical difficulties happen to us all. It's a multi-output device. Aisha audio capture. Alright. Right, so this is what we got now. Now comes the challenge. We're gonna see if this actually works. So we're just gonna break this. Machine goes off. It flies away. So that works. So far it works. And then it sent off. It actually worked. Haha. Alright, and then the idea would be a TNT comes here, gets blown. Boom. You can collect up the stuff in a water stream. I just need to figure out a way. And then I get a piston with slime, because slime is gonna be jumpy. So let's hook that up to a very quick switch, which is just gonna be this. Oh, that's a bit too quick. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe this will actually work. Oh! Oh dear, I'm blowing up my own system. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Oh. Oh no, my glorious machine. It's blowing up. But that's not far enough. I need this to shoot with more force. If I put it here, will that make a difference? Doesn't seem like it. Oh dear, my computer does not like me right now. Which is understandable, all things considered, but shut. Shut, computer. Shut. I need this thing to essentially zero tick. For which is something I have not done a lot. I'm not even sure if I could do it in this system. Okay. Well, the principle is definitely... Hello? Wait. Hold up. Hold up. Did we just... Suddenly this copper endeavor has turned into something completely different. I have no idea what just happened there. I'm gonna have to go back and check. See if I can understand how to recreate that. Another alternative would potentially be if we have this here. Dun 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 dun. And then we update this. And this is gonna be the very simple one. This would be the very, very simple solution that might be very dangerous. I'm just gonna make a little blast wall. This is not because there might be a health and safety hazard involved. No, 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 no. There's no need to report us to the union. No need to report any of this to the union. In fact, there's no need to talk to the union about me. But if we blow that up there. Okay. Not getting everything. And apparently these lamps were gone. Which has broken my entire machine. Oh dear. Aj. Ja, vad är väl en bra på slottet? Gonna put that there, and we're gonna put that there, and we're gonna put one of those there, and one of those there, and then one of these there. We're gonna put that right there. And Mickey Mouse is here to kick your ass and buy your house. Give it to me. No, wait, that's not a song. Okay, update this. I mean, at that point we got them, you know, collected. So that's neat. That's neat. And that can definitely be developed more. But I think I want to try shake something else. And now that is underground. And now this is looking mighty beautiful. Oh my goodness. I like this. I like this sound. I also like this block. Calcite. I wonder if this will get a polished edition. Because honestly, this just looks like what diorite should look like. Not gonna lie. But people like Ilmango has gone over how okay, that's definitely louder. People like Ilmango have. Oh, you won't even need silk. You don't even need silk touch right now for this. I'm just gonna mute myself for and you just let us listen to this. That is beautiful. Someone will have to be remixing that, but that's a pretty alright sound. Now let's effect give Visitor 3 night vision. That should be enough. Let's get my note. So beautiful. Wait. How did I end up with this though? Because I'm not having any silk touch here. Oh, these remind me of an old show. Holy shit. Oh. Alright. So, I'm just gonna continue mining these and tell a little story until we continue, before we continue. And that is the story about basically where my fantasy interest begins. Let's find another Yod before we do this. Listen to some sweet, sweet clinking, cling-a-ding-a-ding, cling-a-ding-a-ding, ring-ring. Okay, you know what? I've got a plan for how we fix this. And it's simply that we slash fill -1 by 15 by 15 to -5 -15 by -15 with amethyst blocks. There we go. And this way we can actually we can mine these. Alright, so here's the let me lower that. So here's the story. Basically, there was, when I was younger, when I was a wee little kid, there was a show here in Sweden called Barda. And that show was basically just what sparked, that's still a bit loud, what sparked my interest in fantasy. As far as I can remember, at least. It was basically just getting kids to come to a LARP, essentially. And I believe it originated in Denmark. Goodness, my brain could not think of the English name for that country. But this show had, in the first season I believe it was, and I kept up to date with that for years. And these crystals. Let me remove the subtitles real quick. They had these crystals that was basically this shape. They were white though, and they were basically the game master, so to speak, the person who the game master, or whatever you want to call him, and he would basically give them their quest for the episode, and he would get these crystals out, he would set them up, and it would be very much like the evil must never get their hands on these things because it's gonna go terribly. Stay safe. But he'd bring them out, he'd essentially use them to foretell what's going on in the world, see what the central focus of the episode is. And yeah, seeing this just, oh, it brought me. That tangent aside, let us go into creative. Let's find something out, because I ponder. If we fill, we do this again, but this time we're gonna do air. Oh! I'm very glad I pulled down on volume for you guys, because that was loud. And now we're gonna replace stone. We're gonna make a large area of just no stone underground. Now, why are we doing this, you might ask? Visy, have you lost your marbles? You're removing stone from the earth? Or have you become a dwarf in this game as well? Not just your face? No. No. What I want to do is check for this. Because they have mentioned... This looks very standard, but this is copper. And copper has been mentioned by multiple people now that it's expensive. And some of this stuff. It is enough for me to make one block of copper. Right? Now, that's not excellent. That is, in fact, not very excellent at all. You guys know what? Should we just make, like, set out in this world? Once we've done a bit of testing, we're gonna set out and we're just gonna go survival. Give Visy 23 crafting table. Let's get a crafting table to ourselves because we don't want to go to the surface. Let's actually go to creative and check here. So, copper. If we want to make a copper, there we go. If we want to make a copper block, you need 9 copper. To then make cut copper, which is what you then do all the other stuff with, you need 4 copper blocks. So this point, more than half a stack of ore. Let's put that in comparison to itself. If we add these up, let's go to the surface and do this. So we're just gonna stack these up here. There we go. This pile is equal to this. You need that much ore to craft this. Now, if you go mining a lot, maybe this won't be that much of a deal. That won't be a big deal, maybe? Maybe you can get this like in just one vein, or maybe like thrice that. Just a big vein. I could see that be a thing. But you know what? Let's let's ditch all of that stuff. And let's hop over and let's effect clear Visy 23. Let's game rule do day-night cycle true. Game rule do mob spawning true. And do game rule do weather cycle true. Alright, now let's set out in survival to try and explore this new snapshot, because that's what none of the people that I've seen cover the thing have been able to do. I especially note that Exuma Void mentions that he can't really do that because of how he, you know, how his life works. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill that role. We're gonna offer our services in form of time that I can waste upon the altar in order to make a little bit of survival. And that doesn't mean that we'll squabble away though. No. I have since the start made it a point that I shan't spend sit up by day one and